guys, this is going to be a little different video than anything I've ever done before. I'm going to do kind of a chatty conversation style video as a life update. I've had some cool stuff going on and I want to keep you guys updated. And I thought I would do like a bunch of information in one video, life update and business side of that life update with Premier Designs. But I'm going to keep those separate, actually. I just thought of this, so I'm going to do the life update in this video. And then if you're interested in the business impacts to that, if you're one of my customers, or if you're just interested in it, you can go check out the other video too. So, but the life update part, I've had some pretty cool stuff going on. I'm going to try to keep this short because I can tend to ramble. But basically, the last 2-3 weeks have changed my plans for the summer. What it boils down to is kind of a couple who are friends of a friend are gonna be running a summer camp, or helping to run a summer camp over the summer, obviously. Hour and a half of sleep, guys. Cut me some slack. Okay. So they're going to be running this summer camp, and they were in need of more support staff help. Housekeeping, kitchen, groundskeeping, outdoor maintenance of like equipment and stuff. So this word came through the grapevine, and I wasn't even sure at the time that I got this information whether any of these positions were paid, how long they were going to be. But the camp was located, and is, between Elko and Eureka, Nevada. It's about 60 miles south of Elko, about 60 miles north of Eureka. So basically the middle of nowhere in northeastern Nevada. Now, that piqued my interest because I love central northern Nevada. My dad's old stomping grounds are kind of just east of Austin, Big Smoky Valley, and we go hunting out there every year. I eventually want to work as a game warden somewhere in that area. If I had my pick, it would be either the area Austin and north or Eureka. So I really love that area, so that piqued my interest, and at this point I know nothing, but I'm going, okay, let's get some more information. So I looked up the website, checked out, the positions are paid, and after I did the math based on what I'd be making working in town in Reno, and factor out the cost to commute to work and back, as far as gas money goes, because room and board is provided at the camp for employees and staff, so I wouldn't be commuting to work. So saving money on gas, after I pull that out, the wages are very comparable to what I would be making if I stayed in Reno. So it became not a stupid option, let's put it that way. It wouldn't be foolish for me to take this position because the pay would be comparable, right? So I looked at their doctrinal statement, because it is a Christian summer camp, and didn't see anything wrong with it. I liked it. It seemed to align with what the Bible says, which is the measure for such things. And looked at their policy handbook for employees, and I liked what I saw there. So at this point, I'm quite interested, but I'm still going in pretty skeptically. I'm kind of a cynic when it comes to, I don't want to just say organized religion, but that's kind of religious organizations. I've been burned in the past by people who have a facade up of a spiritual, godly outer appearance, and that's not what's actually in their heart. So I've had some experience with people who are fake, basically. Doesn't mean they're not Christians, but what they say and what they actually do are two entirely different things. So I'm pretty cynical when I'm going into a religious organization type of situation. Now, don't get me wrong. I go to church every Sunday with few exceptions, and I really love my church family. I'm involved in a lot of stuff at church, but that's because my church is full of real people. They're down to earth, what you see is what you get type of people, and that's what I look for. So I was pretty skeptical going in. I guess skeptical wouldn't be the right word. Cautious would be. I was cautious, apprehensive going in. And I thought, okay, I like what they say, but I want to meet these people. So the people who are running it are actually people who used to go to my church ages ago when I was a little baby and toddler. So kind of know the family, but they don't know me personally. They know my family. So I met with a couple, and what was interesting is my prayer before I met with them was, okay, Lord, this is something that interests me. I'm a little cynical, a little skeptical about it. If it's something you would like me to pursue, please indicate that in some way. So I met with this couple. They struck me as being down-to-earth people with a real heart for the Lord and a heart for the gospel and serving these kids that would be coming to this Christian summer camp. And I really came away from that meeting feeling much more at ease with the organization and much more positive about the whole situation, and much more interested. So my prayer changed from, okay, Lord, if you want me to do this, let me know, to, all right, Lord, I want to do this. If you don't want me to, stop it. Let it stop. So what that would look like for me, a closed door would be going to my boss of my primary part-time job, and he says, we can't let you go for the summer and guarantee you can come back in the fall. So I know there are a couple of other guys who work at the same place I work that go, they'll go work at mines, like around Winnemucca, and I think one other place. But there are a couple of college guys who go work at the mine for the summer and then come back in the fall. So it's something that's feasible, at least at the place I work. So I didn't want to count my chickens before they hatched, though, before I talked to my boss. So that would have been a closed door if he said, no, that's not possible, we can't spare you, or we can't guarantee you a job when you get back. Which there's never 100% guarantee, but you know what I'm saying, hopefully. And then the other one would be, my formal application is refused. You know, at this meeting, I hadn't even applied yet. I wasn't, that's how skeptical I was. It wasn't let me apply and then I'll just refuse if I don't like what I see. It was, yeah, okay, odds of this actually happening are slim. But I came away from that meeting much more positive. So after the meeting, I began the application process. But that closed door would be if my application were refused for whatever reason. So the next step was to talk to both of my supervisors, if you will, at both part-time jobs, and both were relatively seamless to get a leave of absence, if you will, for the summer and have a job when I come back in the fall. Of course, not 100% guaranteed, but that was pretty cool. That ain't 25, bud. Sorry. That was pretty cool to see that. I thought it would be much more complicated, and God just smoothed that right over. I believe that was him. So the only the opportunity that I saw for this to be shut off was the application process. And I started, long story short, my application was accepted, and I formally accepted the position 2 days before I'm filming this video. So I'm going to be in Eureka and Elko, one or both, or in the middle, for the summer. After school ends, I'll be down there, or I'll be moving east, and then be back before school starts again in the fall. But that's super exciting. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. That's super exciting for me. I view it as a great opportunity to spread my wings a little bit. I'm living at home because of expenses and paying my way through college. And so it'll be a chance for me to get out away from Washoe County, for one, and then also a chance for me to be a little bit more independent and get out away from home for the first time for an extended period of time, which would be cool. So I'll probably go out and I've done one ride along with the game warden out of Eureka. I'll probably see if I can't get in with him again or with somebody out of Elko. At least one time during the summer, do another ride along out in the eastern part of the state. So that's my plan. It's my career growth excuse for going out there. But it'll be fun. I'll get to do some church shopping on my own. Find a church that I like out there and kind of get plugged in temporarily to that. Yeah, super excited. Part of me, I'm really gonna miss some of the elements of being in church here in town. I'm really plugged into the music and other ministries in the church that I'll miss, but I'll be back in the fall. And then miss the family, obviously, part of the time. No, I'll miss them, but that's kind of my life update. I'm super excited. It's gonna be a fun summer. I feel like it'll be an experience for me. I've never been able to do anything like this before, and I don't have that many summers left. Hopefully, within 1 to 2 summers, I will be working full-time as a game warden, if all goes as relatively planned. So I don't have that many opportunities to do something like this. So I'm looking forward to getting out away from Washoe County, getting to meet some new people too. This is a good opportunity. Based on what I saw of the couple that I met, this group is a godly group, down-to-earth folks with a heart for God and a heart for ministry, and I think I could really make some lifelong friendships over this summer. But for those of you who are Christians as well and the praying type, I could definitely use your prayers for logistics. I've got finals, and then I've got work continuously up until when I leave. So the packing and the logistics and the planning are all going to be difficult. And then prayers for while I'm out there, general safety, helping me to be a ministry to the people I'm around. I'll be support staff, so I probably won't be working directly with the kids as much as, say, a counselor would be. But I'll be around them, certainly, and I'll be around the other staff as well. So prayers that I'll be a ministry to the people that I'm around. And then, I think that's it. But it's super exciting. That's my life update. How this impacts my Premiere business. First off, I'm just going to say here that I'm not stopping Premiere. But if you want a little more details on what I know thus far, I'm going to make another video talking about Premiere and the impacts to that. So, I guess I'll close this one off. Thank you guys so much for listening to me ramble for longer than I had hoped to ramble. But I appreciate all of your support. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. If I feel like answering, I will. No, I'll answer questions. Thanks, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks again for listening to me ramble and spill my guts. I'm super excited to see what God has planned for me this summer, and I wanted to share it with you guys.